Hey y'all, it's Pharaoh. Thank you so much for joining us here at Total Understanding Tarot. Thank you so much for your patience. A lot's been happening this week, but I got to make sure I get you your readings. So it's going to be all the readings into one. This time, love, career, and general is all going to be in this message. I'm going to timestamp it so you'll be able to click through and find the one that you like, or just listen to it all the way through. All right, Transcend by Fire is our jewelry line. Check us out. This is a part of our root chakra collections, Apache Tear, Black Obsidian. And this is also the protector in our general collection with amethyst and clear quartz. There's some more over there at our shop. If you would like to purchase those, it's in the description box. If you would like a personal reading, this will be a general reading that we're doing here, but if you want a personal one, check out the description box below and book one through there. All right, thank y'all so much for participating in the Root Chakra Week. We're going to be kicking off our live tonight on Instagram specifically for a root chakra read. So follow us over there, click all notifications so you can know when we go live today. All right, other than that, let's get right into our readings. Okay, and we're back. Thank you for joining us. I am Pharaoh, and like I was saying, we're gonna split this up into 3 parts. You know, I used to do 3 different videos, but today we're gonna do love, career, and general all in one video. I'll break the readings up within the video, so you'll be able to differentiate between the 3. Also, we're going live on Instagram tonight for our Root Chakra Week tarot reading. So follow us over there. This will be the last day of the Root Chakra Week. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. The following week will be Sacral Chakra Week. So not tomorrow Monday, but the Monday following tomorrow, we'll kick off the Sacral Chakra week with yoga poses and information on the Sacral Chakra. We're going to be touching on all primary chakras. So I really want you guys to tap in and tune in. For now, let's just see what the cards have to say about love for the collective. Starting off with the 4 of Cups. Got the 3 of Coins. And the Page of Swords. Okay. So this is a Game of Thrones deck, so if anyone wants to know, reading from the Game of Thrones deck. So in the past, perhaps someone offered you love, right? Someone who wanted it to be successful, someone who wanted you to succeed. But right here, I'm really feeling like you said no, because maybe you had been down that path before. Maybe it was someone from the past who left you out in a situation that was less than desirable. Maybe a third-party situation, some sort of betrayal, and you just didn't want it anymore. You said no. You said no, thank you. This could be someone who acted as if they had your best interest at heart, but they were really just trying to do things for their own gain, and it panned out in the way that it looked like it worked out for you, but they were really just had their own agenda and just were using certain tactics to get you to believe that they really cared, but they really didn't. Knight of Swords, yes, could be somebody who's like just manipulative with their words, just say anything for the moment, and then when the time comes to sort of quote pay up, you know, it's always an excuse, always a reason. It's kind of someone's very flaky. So you decided to wait. You decided to wait for what you realized was yours, for what you knew was yours, right? Successful relationship, success in love. Yeah, whoever this was betrayed you. 10 of Swords, and probably left you in a position of just depression. You maybe even started to question your own worth, your own value. But I'm feeling like also Ace of Swords vibe. So This could be you asking the divine for clarity on how to move forward, or this could be you cutting them off, right? Okay, boom. You needed them to betray you so you could see who they really were. They were finessing you the whole time, and that energy of basically, okay, but they do this and that for me. They do this and that for me. And the divine was trying to tell you, maybe even your partners, your homeboys, your homegirls trying to tell you, no, that's not right. Someone don't feel right. The divine was trying to send you messages, and you were just like, no, this person is cool. They do this, they do that, and they was like, okay, we just gonna have to let them go all the way with this because you don't want to see. That's the only reason why you don't want to see. So you had to experience that, boom, with the tower on the bottom. You had to experience that because that's the only way your eyes were going to be open to the situation. So you can make a clear decision. So it won't be like, well, I didn't know. No, now you know. Yeah, like I said, it could have been something that you wanted stability with, something that you wanted passion in. But ultimately, you had to get healing from it because it didn't work out. This person was deceptive, and even though you had to cut them off, it still hurt you to cut them off. So that was that double-edged sword. Like, it was hurting your life to be with them because they weren't honest and true, and you had to cut them off. So you had to heal twice. You had to heal several times from this person. It was a deep betrayal. I'm really feeling. Ace of Spears over the Four of Spears. So yeah, you had to really reevaluate why you hold on to people that treat you unfairly, why you hold on to situations that aren't fulfilling, that don't have the same sort of passion that you want. You may be the type of person that like to get out there and go out and do things, but you still hold on to people who just like to stay in the house, or who like to do the same things every weekend. Like, whatever it is for you and your situation, it's honoring yourself, honoring your truth. That's what you had to learn throughout this whole process. Not to hold on to situations that no longer serve you. I'm really seeing a serpent on this Ace of Spears. So I'm really thinking this like Kundalini energy too. So some of y'all are really experiencing awakenings. Yeah, and now the Three of Spears popped out. You're willing to wait for what you want. You're willing to wait for what you want. Right? Ooh, okay. But now this energy is transformed now. Two of Cups. So there may be somebody in your vicinity, or someone around you, or somebody that you know that you want to move forward on. But this energy, the way I'm looking at it, you see like it's like three spears right here, and it's like you have a new passion, and you see like the Kundalini was rising, but you see the serpent kind of tucked his head back in. It's like something you don't want to see, some sort of awakening you don't want to have, possibly because you had your heart broken. It's like, oh, I don't really want to go down that path, even though I'm really feeling this person. I'm really feeling this person. Three of Coins in the present. Yeah, someone you really want to build with, someone you see a future with. Like, this is just the outline, right? So this is like not even a full counsel yet, but it's like, hey, I could see potential here. I would like to pursue this. And I may also be related to business as well, because it is Pentacles. So we have the Eight of Cups, the Five of Spears, and the Queen of Coins. So in order to build this situation, you're going to have to walk away from anyone from your past. This has been coming out a lot lately. Many of the collective is still tied to people because of stability reasons. Just feeling like someone provides financial stability, or whatever sort of stability you think you have with a past person is sort of intruding on your present success right now. It may have been challenging to walk away from situations of the past, so that's also could be stifling you right now. And I'm really feeling like with this Queen of Coin here, also just off the character of the show, like this person was very intuitive, right? She spoke her mind and didn't really care. Like her nickname was like the Queen of Thorns. So she's kind of like the Queen of Swords mixed with the Queen of Pentacles is what I'm feeling. So it could be an air sign, earth sign situation, or it could just be that opposites, right? The air and the earth are opposite signs. So it's just taming those impulses that when you meet a new person, just because they don't do everything the way that you think they should, it means it's wrong. Just because someone doesn't do things the way that you think they should, it doesn't make it wrong. It's just not the way you do things. Now, unless it's going against one of your like foundational beliefs, or something morally feels off or energetically, but if just hey, this person does things in a different way, like that's their preference. You being too rigid, you being too guarded over every little mistake that someone's make is gonna keep you single or keep you unhappy, because everybody is their own person and no one is quote perfect. perfect just the way we are. So that makes us perfect, by embracing the things that we perceive as flaws, and changing what we can change, and accepting what is. And so you may be you may have a Taurus wanting to come towards you, or you may be a Taurus wanting to go towards someone else. I'm really feeling Taurian energy, or it could just be another Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, but I'm really feeling Taurus heavy here. And that's also the opposite, right? And also just like not being so stubborn, but also blazing through, knowing when to push through and knock out those goals with that fierceness of the bull, and knowing when you're just being flat out stubborn. So we have Temperance, major arcana here. That's the overall theme. It's just like being patient with yourself so that you can be patient with other people, because like you had to go through a healing journey, other people have to heal as well. So after you move to the next grade, you can't talk down on someone that's still working through what you've been through. That's the point of you working through certain things, so you can develop compassion, because you remember when you were in that situation. And it doesn't mean you're obligated to stay with someone or to allow someone into your space because you know where they've been and you know how they feel. But it's just that energy of being understanding and compassionate. Hey y'all, sorry about that. Okay, cool. That was my little homie, my little nephew. Okay. So yeah, understanding, compassion, and being patient, right? We're gonna see. Yeah, understanding that you may want to get to a goal a certain way, but the divine has another plan, and if you trust the divine, you're always gonna get there, right? Because Sam always wanted to get to the Citadel and thought that his dreams was over by having to go to the Night's Watch. At the end, not only did he get to the Citadel, but he got there with his new lady, his new baby, like all of that, you know? He got more than what he bargained for, but he had to go to the Night's Watch. Otherwise, he wouldn't have met Gilly. He wouldn't have met his Two of Cups. He wouldn't have met his spouse if he hadn't gone there. So it's trusting the process and just understanding that wherever you are, as long as you're literally doing the best that you can, that you're on the right path, and that's just period. Okay, the moon, there's some secrets that are being revealed in relation to. That's why you got to take your time. You notice the details when you take your time. Whenever you're trying to rush into a situation, it breeds a bit of desperation. So you miss certain flags that the universe is trying to show you. You miss certain words or phrases. You don't catch everything that you need to catch. So the more patient you are, the more you're able to see, right? Even if someone is trying to hide something, you're so patient, you're willing to wait it out. You're willing to wait and see what needs to be seen. So it's like, while you're dating somebody, just because y'all hit it off on the first couple of dates, that's great. But it doesn't that's still 2 times of meeting a person, 3 times, even if it's a week of meeting a person who's been on this planet for decades and has their own stuff that needs to be revealed. So it's not you being guarded, it's just you allowing this process to take place. Yeah, and at this time, this could be either for you or them. Like, you being patient is really showing you some things that you may be holding on to, and it may even show you that, hey, this person may not even be over their ex yet. Like, that's why you got to take your time, because if you're rushing, like I said, you'll miss those things, and then you'll be months into a relationship, and all of a sudden now you have to deal with the fact that this person is still emotionally tied to their past. And if this is you, it's understanding that if you're still emotionally tied to your past, any relationship you get in moving forward, there's going to be roadblocks, especially emotional roadblocks, because you're not fully present. All right, we got a 10 of coins on the bottom. So this could just be also, as you reveal that part of yourself, you got to show me the bird here flying into the crescent moon. Right, so that's the new moon that's allowing the new things to come in, right? But we also see the full moon, so that's like, you got to release something to get something. It's like, hey, you want this new start, you got to release anything from the past. I just started rewatching Insecure, and you remember that episode when she just moved into her new place as the apartment manager, and then Molly was trying to tell her, hey, you in a new place, why you got these old love romance novels, you still got mixed CDs from your old relationship, like all of that stuff. If it's pictures, if it's gifts, like, it's time to be gone with all that stuff. You know, you're still holding on to those attachments, and whatever excuse you're using or reasoning, okay, whatever reasoning you're using, oh, this was given to me then, and this was given to me. hey, that's on you, but you got to understand, every time you look at that item, every time you listen to those songs, every time you read those books, it's putting you back in the place of where you were, and you want a new start. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to throw away everything in your house. It's just like, you know which items are emotionally attaching you to the people of your past. Like, you know. So it's just being honest with yourself. And you know, she did have her homegirl there helping her. So, hey, maybe this is a project that you and your friends could work on, or you and somebody that you really trust. You know, be open and honest and tell them what you really need to work through, and then have them come over and y'all just have a little giveaway party or something. That's for somebody. So we have the 8 of Swords with the 9 of Swords. Yeah. You just fear change. You fear being vulnerable. You fear being open, and it's keeping you in your head. You're doing everything up here and not feeling from here. This heart chakra, that's what needs to be bust wide open. Yeah, it's time for you to make a decision. It's time for you to make a decision on where you want to go, who do you want to be, right? How do you want to move into this next phase of your life in love, right? Do you still want to move into it guarded and attracting more guarded partners and, you know, secret text messages and locks on phones and all that stuff? Or you want to be open? You want to have honest discussions. If something is bothering you, you want to just verbalize it. So there was a tower there. So the tower represents something that's going to happen that's going to really uncover your eyes, right? And I'm really feeling here a new start needs to happen. It's going to be revealed what you need, that what you believe in exists, but you have to be brave enough to do it. I gave this example before. Tyrion went down to the dungeon because the dragons weren't eating. All his life he was told that dragons died off, and that was his one dream, to see one. But in order for him to see one, he had to go into that dungeon. Period. So we have the Page of Swords. Now, this could be something you're wanting to communicate to somebody. This could be, you wanting to, so we got the Hermit and the High Priestess. Yeah, you need to make a decision. Are you going to come out of hiding? Are you going to trust your intuition? Because right now you've done so much healing, and it's like you've healed and now you're shining bright, and you're still trying to keep yourself closed off in the shadows. And the divine, you didn't work with the divine to dust the shame and guilt off of your heart, and now you're shining so bright, and you're closing yourself off to love. Now you're closing yourself off. You have the Magician. Yeah, use what you have to get what you want in the most highest vibrational of ways. Now, this character did not do that. So if you're still being a bit manipulative in your ways, if that relates to you, I don't feel that though. I don't feel that. I'm really feeling like you're really feeling like other people are going to misuse and abuse you. That's why you're still keeping yourself away from the public. Why you're keeping yourself away from whoever this is that you want to move towards. But you have everything you need. Get grounded. This is also root chakra energy, right? We have a whole series out to help work through that type of energy right now. And we have the Knight of Spears. So this is moving passionately towards maybe a Leo, or maybe during this past Leo season, or this could also just be you realizing that you are strong again, realizing that you're not hurt anymore. Like, you've been through that pain, you've been through that heartache, you've healed. Now it's time to see yourself in a higher light. It's time to see yourself as you truly are now, not as a reflection of your past. Woo, Justice. Justice with the 9 of Coins and the King of Swords. So I'm really feeling with this King of Swords energy that fell over the 6 of Pentacles, there could be some sort of energy moving towards you, wanting to offer you a partnership and also maybe invest in you, right? If y'all want to start a business together. This is a love reading, but it could be a blended situation. But this is justice. This is you balancing out a situation, the divine balancing out a situation that you have put your effort into, that you have worked toward. So now it's just your job to just trust the process and do what you know you can do right now with what you have, until it's revealed to you with that sword there what's going on, right? You could be dealing with a Libra. But yeah, this is you being self-sufficient on your own, not needing anyone from the past. So you can stop accepting those types of gifts that you know are just manipulative. All right. King of Swords is very direct and speaks speaks with truth, but it's not mean or malicious. It's not overly emotional. It's not nasty. It's not bitter. Yeah, it's a lot of communication cards here. So maybe you need to talk to somebody, right? You're doing all this thinking in your head and you need to get out and talk to someone. Maybe you were betrayed or harmed and you need to really get that off your chest to someone who can really help you. Maybe like a therapist, or like I said, you could talk to a very sound friend, but someone who's, I'm leaning more towards professional help. Like, you know, not just someone who's just going to agree with you. If you got to talk to a friend, you can't really afford therapy right now, talk to the person who you know not just going to tell you what you want to hear. You know, not the one that's just going to go along with what you say, but who's really going to listen and try to help you figure it out. And there's also this, currently Ariana Grande is like sponsoring BetterHelp. And so they're offering free therapy for a month from one of their counselors. So maybe one of y'all can look into that. I'm not endorsed by them. I don't know nothing about that. But, you know, I saw the deal. So it may be something you might want to look into and research on your own to see if it's something that you want to do for you. So we have the rainbow with the spiral. It's time for a new cycle. And this is the foundation. They help you lay the foundation by cleansing yourself. You wanted a new start, but it's like you had to cleanse yourself. It's like buying a whole new outfit and like, yeah, I'm going to wear that out. Well, you just been out working all day. So what do you have to do first? You got to cleanse yourself. You got to take a shower. You got to get yourself together before you put these new clothes on. And that's what the divine... Yeah, okay, we'll get to that. So that's what the divine wanted you to do. Whoa. So you could be more confident. So you could see through the night. So that you could see what was really going on behind the scenes. Yeah. You are highly protected at this time. Because you know where your help comes from. You had to go to the depths to really see that first and foremost is you and you. And then the divine. Right, you had to build that relationship. But yeah, before you could put on this new clothes, this new life, you had to get cleansed. Right? You had to know the difference between knowledge and wisdom and deception and manipulation. Right? Because everything is a double-edged sword. Like, you were looking for a simple answer. You were looking for a yes or a no, and the divine was saying yes and no. All right, but it's time for a new cycle to start, to continue to go towards your dreams. Stay connected with spirit as you go through this process. The more you elevate, the more success you have. Make sure that you remember that it's spirit that helped you through this process. So keep your rituals, keep your meditation times, keep all of those things that help you get here, sustain you while you are here. Yeah, I'm really feeling the ancestors. It's just this time. They're really working with you heavily right now because it's time to break the old cycles of generations past. This same, quote, ghost dance that keeps continuing down your lineage. You made a choice, right? And whether you knew it or not, that choice wasn't just for you. You may have wanted to change your life, but the divine was saying when you made that choice, you made a choice to stop all of that nonsense in your bloodline, like generational. Yeah, you're the pioneer. So continue to be patient with yourself and continue to know that your path is not in vain, and be encouraged at this time because love is here for you. Just open yourself up to it. And if your person is not physically with you right now, you just feel them, then allow that peace and knowing that you will unite with them to come, but live your life in the meantime. And if there's someone that you have your eye on, now is the time. Like, you've been waiting for this. Go for it. Okay? So much love and light to y'all. This is where y'all leaving us. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your weekend leading into the week. Check us out on Instagram and all of that for our live for the root chakra and our journey transcend by fire. You can book us down below for a personal reading if you would like. So if you want to move into the next reading with us, here we are. We're on our way. Love and light. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back. It's Pharaoh and I'm here with your career readings. Let's tap right in. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. This is a general reading, so the energies may or may not resonate. So take what does and leave what doesn't. It's a timeless reading, so whenever you watch it, it's a time for you to see it, and feel free to browse through the other videos on the channel to find what resonates with you there as well. So let's tap into this career reading. Boom. So we're starting off past energy with the devil. Good to see that's in the past. Justice in the present. And King of Swords moving into the future. Five of Swords, yeah, that was deception. It could have been on both parts. It could have been a situation where you knew something wasn't beneficial for you, but it was working out at the moment. It's like the energy love of, I know you lying, but I'm gonna let you continue. I know you're not doing the things that you're supposed to do, but I'm gonna just let it ride because it would be too inconvenient to cut it off right now. So I'm really feeling like you're cutting all ties of mutually beneficial toxicity, right? So this is understanding your part into how you played into this situation as well. You may practically just be dealing with the Capricorn, but clarified by the Emperor, yeah, this could be somebody a bigger snake than what you thought is what I'm feeling. Maybe you realized, maybe you knew this situation wasn't healthy, or you felt like you knew how to handle it, but I'm really feeling like this person was like, nah, they were more than your match on that level. It's like, don't play that toxic game, because some people live that life and you may just dabble in it, or you may just think you know how to handle it, but whoever this person is, this is how they make their living. They're the emperor of the BS. Let's see. Yeah. A lot of illusions. You thought it was like a major opportunity. This is the Emperor, so this could have been somebody in power, somebody with a lot of money, someone with a lot of position and status, and you thought they were presenting you with nothing but opportunities, but it wasn't so. It was more illusions than anything. More emotional manipulation. And the energy you had to get over was seeing the truth, right? Tapping into your inner subconscious, tapping into your high priestess to see the truth of a thing. And it's not only to see the deception that the other person was giving, it's to see the part that you played in it. That's where your power was. You can't, the only person you could change in your life is yourself, truly, right? You can try to influence other people to change, but really you have the power over your own life. So you take back power by, knocking off anything that doesn't serve you, allowing your heart to be transformed. Major arcanas popping out everywhere here. This is you allowing the divine to step in for a major intervention on your behalf, and you just surrendering to the process. All right, we got a lot of wands energy popping through. We got the 7 of wands with the Queen of Cups with the 8 of wands. So there may be messages coming in now from new jobs, from new positions, from the people who wanted to partner with you. But I'm really getting that because of this past energy of deception, because you were swindled in the past, betrayed in the past, you're not really wanting to partner with anybody right now. It's like, hey, I'd rather be self-sufficient. But as your business grows, as you grow, you're going to need help, and it's going to be getting overwhelming. And it may be at that point right now for you, and you're asking the divine, oh, I need help with this, I need help with that. And they're like, how, we keep sending you help, or how can we send you help if you're going to turn away every person that we send to you, or find something wrong with every person that we send to you here? There could very well be a water sign wanting to communicate with you, or trying to communicate with you. 4 of Pentacles. Oh, we have a match out here. The King of Cups done popped out. Okay, so this could be someone holding on to you with their heart chakra, or vice versa. This is some sort of connection here. This is someone emotionally compatible with you. But let's see here. We have Justice. So this is some sort of, man, Justice with the Hierophant. Hold up. I'm really feeling a lot of love vibes here. It's kind of creeping in, so maybe I should definitely check out the love reading ahead of this one. But I'm really feeling work love situations here, and they're showing me the rainbows reflecting through the glass. So it's also that yeah, definitely check out the love reading, because the rainbow shaman card came out in that reading as well. So the way that divine is balancing this situation now is helping you to move forward with a new passion. It's helping you to move forward with a newfound sense of self and a new sense of self-esteem, self-confidence. And so this could be happening during Scorpio season. Like, this transformation could be taking place right now. Or you also could just be very well dealing with Scorpio. But it's about you allowing that ego to be thrown out the window, because pride will keep you away from major opportunities. Come on now, this is all tying in. I gave that Insecure, the show. example. And then career, right? So you remember he was he had this new opportunity to go and he was trying to get to this artist to pay this artist these new beats, and basically like it was somebody that he knew from high school, basically like he taught how to make beats, and he surpassed him, and he was like, man, I just got good at what I did over the years, and this dude got famous, like it's not right, like he's been all in his feelings, right? Instead of just asking, and then Issa was like, just go and see how it goes. And now the man got into the room with the dude, but he allowed his pride and his ego, his unwillingness to change. And you may be an artist or just someone very passionate about what you believe in, but it has to be some sort of flexibility, because it's like he was upset because the dude changed his song a little bit to match more what the artist would like, and it would have slapped, it would have went through, but he was just so tired, like, no, it has to be this way. So he played the old track for the artist. The artist couldn't choose, and then the person that introduced him to the artist was like, don't even worry about it. You missed the opportunity because of pride. Don't let your pride make you miss out on any opportunities. Be in love. Like, this is a career, but we just gonna read it how it's reading. Maybe this is a work love situation. Don't let your pride keep you away from somebody that you know you really feeling, someone that you know you'll really be partnering well with, someone that you know is your match. We got the Two of Cups, and we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. But you see, they're not even facing each other right now, but this is past energy. And now right here is like either you see each other or you're a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. And look, Three of Pentacles. This is a work relationship that someone matches you. Someone's matching you. Somebody gotta open their heart. Somebody gotta do it. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Come on. This is definitely a work situation. Three of Pentacles popping out everywhere, but there's a fourth one right here that you're working on. I'm seeing 5. So maybe this is someone, this is either energy, I'm really feeling, this is either energy of you holding on to the past of where you got left out and you're not able to move forward, or this could be somebody that you felt left you out in the past, and now you're a bit hesitant on moving forward with them because you want new in your life. You want new things. The divine is trying to help you usher in a new sense of self, right? Breaking generational curses. So it could be a bit of that energy, but the Empress is nothing to sneeze at. The Emperor popped out earlier in a toxic manner, and now the Empress is popping out because she's healed herself. So maybe this could have been you operating more in your masculine side, be it male or feminine, be it that very 3D, knowing how to make moves on the 3D, but just being so detached from that feminine, nurturing, emotional side of yourself. You had to get healing. You put in the work to get healing, right? And now your inner child is out here being beautiful and playing, and she's shining, or he's shining through you, right? And now you're looking like money. Now you're looking like abundance. Now you're looking like love. And now it's time for you to say something, or it's time for somebody to say something to you. But I'm reading for y'all, so y'all need to say something. 4 of Wands. This is a stable partnership. If it's business and romantic, this is a balance of that grounded energy with passion. It means you know how to be romantically involved with somebody, but you still know how to get your business done. This is maturity. I saw 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, this could be a situation that will move you from that place of not having enough to having more. Or this could be, like I said, it could be that person who left you, who you felt left you out, or who actually left you out. See, the Queen of Swords has made her appearance, and now the King of Swords here. So maybe as a result of you speaking your truth, you may be able to move into a situation. This is like counterpart energy. This is somebody that matches you, yo. And I'm seeing 2 birds up here. That's spirit. That's like twin flame energy. Twin flame, soulmate. I don't really read that deep into those types of energies, but there's a lot of cool readers that do. But if it comes through, I'm going to talk about it. And they're showing me Scorpio. Something that's changed. We have the nine of cups. This is wish fulfillment for you, but this is also the singles card. This is also you being emotionally fulfilled within yourself, but still wanting somebody loyal. But maybe you're not accepting this energy. Maybe you're not accepting this clarity for some reason. You're not accepting it. This new offer. Why? It's collective. Patience, because you still need healing. Maybe this is revealing to you that you still need healing. Yeah, you need healing of your heart. Pardon me. You need healing of your heart. Because you're being so defensive. You're not making a decision. It's just leading to not making a decision. Yeah, you're not. These are 2 pages. This is no action. This is knowing what you need to do, knowing how you need to move forward, but it's no action because there's no passion here and there's no cups here. So there's no emotional attachment. So there's no fire. There's no love flowing through. Self-love. You're a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Start living on yourself. You still living in the mental prison because you're thinking about things that happened in the past, so it could have damaged your self-worth. But this card fell right over the Empress. Continue to work on yourself. Continue to hold on what you know to be true. Continue to hold on to the visions and the dreams that you put into play. What you wrote out, the destiny that you planned out for yourself, it will come to pass. Stay focused. You are the magician. You use what you have to get what you want in the highest vibrational sense, and knowing that you have everything that you need right now in this moment. And if you don't, you take what you have to get what you need, step by step. That's what that Temperance came out. Many of you feel like you're not getting what you want because you want it all right now and not willing to take the time and take the steps. If you want a new car, you're like, oh, I can't get this new car. Yeah, you probably can't get it today. You probably can't get it this week. You probably can't get it next month. But if you set a plan, you will be able to get it. And that's the mind shift that you gotta take. Like that's the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad said, instead of like his quote poor dad telling him, hey, we can't afford this, his rich dad would say, okay, I see what you want, let's see how we can get this. And that's what the conversation that will be beneficial to yourself. So if you want a storefront after being online for so long, or you want to move from a food truck to a restaurant, or whatever your passion is, plan out a way to get there, knowing that, hey, I can get there. Let's see how we're going to get there. All right, so I'm going to pull a card from the Isis Oracle deck. Well, we be going long with these. No, that's pretty good. Good. I forgot that we're doing it all in one video now. I was like, hey. New ways to get things done more efficiently. Keep your goals, just figure out new ways to get to them. Ooh. The dark mysteries. Enter the chamber of the dark goddess with the divine sun child. Blessings of the sun falcon. This is just polarities. This is what's been coming out. You're looking for yes or no, and the divine is saying is yes and no. In the darkness, you'll find your light. And so it's like the places that you don't want to go, the places in yourself that you don't want to tap into, that's where you'll find your revelations, in the stillness. You may not want to be patient. You may not want to sit still and meditate, but there you'll find your answer. There may be some ways that you have that you know aren't beneficial, that you know are toxic, but you don't want to address it because it'll make it too real for you. It'll make it seem like you have a problem or an issue. And divine is saying what's there is still going to be there, and it's only going to grow and fester and get worse. But when you acknowledge it, when you allow yourself to go to the darkness and shed light on it, then it can be cleansed, then it can be healed. So that's that revelation energy. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, allow yourself to be honest with yourself, and to go to those dark places that you know you need healing from, because this new beginning is right here waiting for you. Okay, maybe some sacral chakra. Come on. Yeah, we are right on target. So like I said, we're doing the sacral chakra the week following this one. But in the meantime, you could tap into that energy of your own, clearing out your own creativity, clearing out your own expression. That's the seat, that's the birthplace, right? We think of that as a sexual energy a lot, and it is, because it's creative energy. So some of y'all may be sexually blocked as well. So that could be a thing. Find new outlets for your creativity. All right. Yeah, so you can move into this. This is a whole other deck I just split here. They just told me to split it right here. This is the Chariot. This is positive movement forward. This is you moving forward in a way that you're partnering with the divine, balancing that dark and light, that masculine, that feminine, right? Because they're going in separate directions, but it's up to you to keep your willpower strong, keep your focus strong, so you can keep going straight ahead, so you don't divulge left or right. You know, you don't get too passive and too relaxed and comfortable where you are and just thinking and creating and not actioning. And on the flip side, too masculine, too controlling, too trying to do too much on the 3D and not allowing that spiritual element to flow through you. It's just maintaining that balance. This is a lifelong journey. So be patient with yourself. All right, so much love and light to y'all. If you like this reading and want to book a personal reading, check the description box below. Also, if you would like to purchase a piece of jewelry from us, crystal talisman for healing and protection and just abundance, this Transcend by Fire, check out that description box below. And we have meditation music on our Pharaoh's Rise page. All of that is linked below for your convenience, okay? So much love and light to y'all. This is where you leave us. Thank you for joining us here. We're going to move on to the general reading for the collective. Tap in with us if you like. Much love and light. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back in. This is Pharaoh with Total Understanding Tarot, and this is your general reading for the weekend. Thank y'all for being patient with me throughout this process. There's been a lot going on. Internet outages, and then it started conflicting with my work schedule. Like, everything kind of got thrown out of balance. So it could be that energy of allowing yourself to go with the flow and not allowing one setback to trip you up, and also just communicate, right? I just had to tell y'all, like, hey, it's going to be a little late this weekend because X, Y, and Z. So I'm really feeling that communication is key at this time. Like, if things change, just communicate that. Now, do your best to hold on to your word and to follow through with what you need to, but sometimes there are things that happen outside of our command, outside of our hold on y'all, I gotta charge my phone. Okay, thank y'all. Okay, so here we are. Don't quite remember where we left off, but yeah, I was doing a little spiel. Follow us on Instagram. We're going live tonight with our root chakra live reading, and also Transcend by Fire is our jewelry line for our crystals and jewelry and talismans, all of that associated with not only the root chakra but with other areas of your body as well. So let's get into y'all general reading. Let's see. I'm reading with the Game of Thrones cards. I really like these cards, but I saw the moon there. So, you know, I'm leaving off of this full moon reading. These readings are timeless, so whenever you click on them, it's the right time for you. But I will say things as it pertains to the now as this now, okay? So we're just coming out of a full moon, so there may have been a big release, right? And with that energy, it's not always instantaneous, so allow the energy to process, because even as the moon is no longer full, there's still like this waning period, so there's still a process that needs to take place. So allow yourself to feel your emotions as they come through. You may be getting visits or feeling nostalgic about past lovers at this time as you release them. People may be hitting up your phone as they feel your energy being pulled away. So it's just a knowing what to expect, so when it comes, you'll be able to handle it a little bit better. But yeah, like I was saying, excuse me, I really like this deck, but I rarely read with it, and it's just like, you don't save things for special occasions, or don't save things for when you feel it fits. Like, I felt like this deck fits certain energies whenever I would read, so I wouldn't read with it unless I felt a certain type of way, which was hardly ever. So it's just like that energy of, if you want something to work, you make it work. It is not being forceful, it's allowing. But if you like reading with the deck, read with the deck. If you like eating with certain dishes that you keep locked up all the time for special occasions, like, eat with them. Like, this is your life. This is the life that we get. Wear that outfit. You know, go have dinner at that place that you always wanted to go. You only save it for special occasions. It's just like, it's just this energy of living in the now, of enjoying the now. Like, we We can plan our lives as best as possible. We can have the most positive outcomes that we want to happen in our lives, but reality is we get right now. That's what we get to work with, and how you manage that is the indicator of how you're going to manage moving into your future energies. If it's a job you want, go for it. If it's a person you want, go for them right now. Just what it is. Page of Swords. So we have the past energy. So maybe you were getting clarity bit by bit. I'm really feeling this energy of maybe you didn't feel like you had a connection with spirit, or you didn't feel like you had a connection with your higher self, and so you weren't being your authentic self. You were wearing a mask, right? You were wearing a mask. And so by wearing that mask, you were really working for someone else, in a sense. Like you were working for that dark side of yourself. And you knew it was more to life. You knew it was something more that needed to be done. But it's you being honest with who you are and tapping into some things that may have seemed taboo to you as you were growing up. Certain spiritual taxes. That don't feel right. Spiritual systems that you wanted to tap into to get to know yourself a little better, and you had to tame those doubts, those fears, to help you move into where you wanted to go to. Like Brianna Tarth, she's always been a warrior, she's always been a knight, always been a lady, but never wanted anyone to call her that. It's like she denied that part of herself. She thought ladies only looked a certain way, and she's always been a lady. She's always been a valiant knight. You could be both. You don't have to choose a side. We're both dark and light, and that's just what it is. You just feed into one side more than the other. You just feed into more of the light if you want more high vibrational energies. But you're always going to have that dark side. That's just the nature of being human. That's just the nature of being who we are. Where you just feed more so into the positive side of it. And don't be shameful because you have a lower nature, because you have a darker side. It's just that you don't cater to it. So instead of thinking so much, you decided to start going for what you want, because you realize it's the only way that your world was going to change here, right? Because Daenerys knew that she was the rightful born queen, but she was under her brother, who was very immature, and she couldn't see herself outside of his shadow. And so she had to take charge of her own life and allow herself to move into her energy. So this could be you moving out of the shadow of family history, out of a sibling rivalry is what I'm hearing, out of past lovers who belittled you and didn't respect you and cheated on you and had you questioning your worth, and it showed you that you need to work on your self-esteem. Yeah, I'm really feeling drained right now. So a lot of y'all practically just maybe need to get out into the sun more, especially here in the States as we move towards the colder season, as we move towards the autumn and the winter, where you won't be able to sunbathe a lot in your natural habitat unless you travel a lot. So try to soak up as much sun as you can, and vitamin D. Take part in gifts and projects that really cater to who you are, not what you think you should be doing. Tapping into what you really want to do gives you confidence. Tapping into what you really want to do gives you hope for a better future, belief in yourself. Ooh. So whatever's blocking you from going towards something that's a bit of a higher level, right? You may feel like you're a novice. You may feel like you just practiced her sparring sword, right? And this is her real one, right? So it's like, you don't know, you may be feeling like a student when you need to be teaching, but the teacher is always a student. That's what I'm saying. Like, both exist. You can be both at the same time. With the lovers on the bottom, yes, this is a relationship, but it's also a choice that you have to make. It's also a choice. Like, you decide if you're ready or not. You decide. Maybe you're waiting for the green light or somebody. Maybe you're waiting for the green light for somebody to tell you it's okay to move forward. It's okay to be yourself. And Spirit is like, you waiting on you. Maybe past heartbreak has you feeling like you don't trust yourself to make choices for yourself. Well, then who's going to make them, you know? Judgment. It's time for you to decide what you want. You want to keep living in this hurt? Or do you want romance? Or do you want partnership? Do you want equal give and take? Do you want reciprocity? And you know, the Judgment in the traditional deck is the ancestors coming out of the grave. So this is very helpful right now to tap into your ancestors. They're trying to guide you. Maybe even showing you how to become financially abundant. You have to understand that they've lived their life, and now that being out of these physical bodies allows you not to be restricted to the 3D, but you have to allow the information, the messages to come in. It's like having your own personal advisors. Tap into your ancestors, and they're showing you how to gain wealth and status the patient way, right? So this is like Littlefinger is the King of Coins on this cup, and he knew how to gain wealth and status by being manipulative and doing things underhandedly, and eventually that caught up with him, right? And so they want to teach you to be patient and to heal from those thoughts, and maybe even heal from somebody who held their financial or position of power or status over you. Yeah, healing, taking a break, taking a rest, knowing when to rest, knowing when to move and when to rest. The Divine wants to help you through this. The Magician and the Death card. So this is like 3 major arcanas back to back. 3 may be a significant number for you. 33 is also the master number of the Ascended Master. So you have a lot of help around you at this time. Take advantage of this time. Maybe you're manifesting in this transformation. Knight of Coins, making slow movements, right? One step at a time. This is a new cycle in your life, and perhaps in the past you rushed often, and they're trying to show you that your life is happening now, right? If you're always trying to rush through the process to get to the end result, you'll be rushing your whole life, because the process is most of the journey. Whether you're preparing for anything, the process takes longer than the actual event. So learning to enjoy the process, learning to balance that work-play relationship, so you're not always just constantly working. You're also allowing yourself freedom will help you create that healthy work-life balance. Like the side of my face is just like so tight on my right side right now. A lot of y'all need to release a lot. Release the past. Release the need to dwell on things that happened in the past, as heartbreaking as they may be. Some of y'all may have turned to certain addictions as a result, right? This is Cersei. Like, she started drinking heavily with her, just heavily. She started losing her children, but she was just a very vicious person. Not saying that the collective is vicious, but there's certain things that you experience in life, and you find outlets to handle them. Find healthy outlets to handle them. Amethyst is also a great stone. It's a psychic protector stone, and also helps you break addictions. Be it substance, physical addictions, or mental, emotional addictions. You may be tied to certain people. Sorry, y'all, my ear. You may be tied to certain people because of trauma bonding. It's also knowing who you are. With the Emperor, I feel like the conflict with Jon Snow being the Emperor is that people didn't believe that he had that birthright because he was, quote, born as a bastard. So I'm really feeling like the conflict with you standing in your power. You may be dealing with your own thoughts of feeling inadequate, but you may be dealing with people from your old life feeling like, so you think you brand new now? You think you're doing this and that now? How are you going to have this and that when you came from this and that? Like, leave all that behind. That's that energy of knowing what to cut off and making a decision. Making a decision. Who you want to serve? Can't serve 2 masters. You're either going to live in love or live in fear. They're both going to exist equally. Which one are you going to feed into? I'm really feeling y'all are choosing love. I'm really feeling y'all are choosing emotional fulfillment. You're having strength over this Five of Swords situation, strength over conflict, really not allowing that inner talk to overcome you, or external talk. When you get peace with yourself, all the external stuff becomes easier to deal with. It doesn't mean you won't have to deal with conflict. It just means that you'll know how to breeze through it a little bit faster. There may be people trying to come into your life to create conflict at this time. There may be energies trying to people from your past, situations from your past, right? You've leveled up now. So those energies can feel you leveling up, can see you leveling up, can feel you pulling away and wanting to come back into your life now. And it's just like, you can still be gracious, right? You're royalty. You're the emperor. You're the empress. You can be gracious. But you don't have to allow those energies back into your life, and you also don't have to be mean or vicious when speaking your truth. Speak plainly and let your yes be yes and your no be no. When you make a decision to set boundaries, you keep your boundaries, regardless of how persuasive someone is. Like, you know what you said. You know what you said to yourself. You know what you meant. So we have the Two of Coins. Maybe someone took money from you, stole money, and you're trying to balance out your paycheck. Perhaps... Sorry, y'all. I'm just feeling so much tightness in my neck right now. Hang tight for me. Okay, y'all. Thank you. I just had to clear that out a little bit. And it's also the energy of, you know, when you choose not to play with toxic people, they will try to just get your attention in whatever low vibrational way that they can. So it's just like, you know, just let them keep buzzing around and just move on with their life. It's just like, I'm not going to play that game with you. And people just want your attention by any means necessary. So it's just like understanding that and just being compassionate, but not taking no mess. You know, you don't take the BS, but it's just like, you know, just let them play their little games that they play, you know, without you in it. You know, just be happy, removed from the situation. So we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, maybe you're trying to balance out healing, being strong as you move through this this next phase. And keep showing me the number 3. So we have the Hermit card. This can speak to you really secluding yourself in order to get more information from Spirit. And this could also really be you dealing with the Virgo. But I'm really feeling here like messengers, you're really communing with Spirit. So birds may be significant, ravens or crows. They're divine messages from Spirit. So just pay attention to those signs as they come around you. Yeah, it's time for a new start. You're realizing maybe you went into hermit mode to realizing that what was keeping you from moving ahead was that you weren't moving ahead. You weren't taking risks on what you said you wanted, on what you said you believed was yours. Queen of Cups, maybe love. To receive love, you have to give love. But the Queen of Cups with the Queen of Swords, so this may have been like a mother-daughter dynamic, or this could have been someone who's supposed to be loving towards you was actually very cold, so now you don't trust a lot of people. This is just, I'm just feeling like this is wounding that's happened, but you still want to keep your heart up, and you still want the life that you believe is yours. So you really fighting through that. But this is also understanding that your love is so precious, that your love is so true, that you need to be direct when something isn't right, when something doesn't vibe with you. You need to speak your truth, right? Unapologetically. Maybe you need to be the voice for people who can't defend themselves. It's time for you to stand up, not only for yourself, but for other people. We got the Two of Cups. What's here? Page of Coins and the Queen of Spears. So this is a new start you wanted to move towards with somebody you love, man. Can't deny that. It's time to move. It's time to move towards it. So we have the Knight of Spears, but we have the Queen of Spears here. So what's this Knight of Spears about? We got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Coins with Three of Cups. So it's two different energies, right? So you take how it resonates in your life. With power comes responsibility. If you want something great, then you not only have to be great, but also be willing to greatly sacrifice for what it is that you want, right? So if you want the Queen of Spears, like I saw the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Spears. And so the Queen of Wands, I didn't see her. So you need to amp up your passion, right? You want somebody that's going to be passionate towards you. You want a job that you feel passionate about. You have to exude that type of energy. Third eye popping right now. Yeah, something you need to be willing to see. Trusting your intuition. Trusting your intuition at this time is paramount. You know what you want. And that's your protection. Your intuition is your protection. If your intuition telling you something not right, don't even do it. Don't try to figure out, well, this can't be right. Something has to be right because they wouldn't. What does your intuition say? If your intuition saying this person is cool, like they're good, you're like, no, because I remember. What does your intuition say? This one keeps popping out. Divine Sun Child. Stand in your power. Take your rightful place on the throne. Tap into spirit. Tap into your ancestors. Tap into your heritage. You may be tapped in. You may come from a lineage, quite frankly, an Egyptian lineage. You may come from whatever you're being drawn to at this time. It could be Asian, Indian, Native American, whatever spirituality system you're drawn to, whatever type of dress you're drawn to at this time. There's some clues there. They're trying to throw hints at you. Maybe you're not realizing why you always want to eat Asian food all of a sudden, or why you always want to wear a certain type of garments, or why you tend to find yourself watching these sort of movies or being drawn to these sort of people. There's history there. Your lineage is there. Tap into that energy. You're going to get some information. You're going to get some information. Express yourself through those pathways. If it's learning a new language that you're drawn to, start learning the language. Start watching those movies and see how it helps you to tap into those dormant clues that are just lying there waiting for you to unwrap them. All right, so thank y'all so much for joining us here. If you like the reading, like the video, it really helps the channel. If you would like a personal reading, all that information is in the description box below. This is our jewelry line, Transcend by Fire. This piece was made specifically for the root chakra and our root chakra week. It's still available, as well as our protector piece that is available as well. Let's see what else here. Join us on Instagram later on tonight. We'll be going live over there for our root chakra reading. And then the week following this one, we're going to dive right into our sacral chakra series. Okay. We have meditation music on our Pharaoh's Rise page, and a lot of y'all need to release, so maybe take some spiritual baths, because my left side is going off right now. I mean, my right side, and so that's that energy of maybe you're being too practical, maybe you're being too logical, maybe you're being too rigid. You're not allowing your emotions to flow, and that's how you tap into your intuition, by allowing your emotions to be valid and allowing them to flow. Yeah, trust your intuition at this time, y'all. Let's see what else. I think that's it. I hope y'all have a bomb weekend. Thank y'all for being patient with me and getting this thing out. And just staying in communication is just really key at this time. I love y'all. I got y'all backs, and we here together. So continue to enjoy these readings. Browse through our library and find other readings that resonate with you. Continue to leave comments. I appreciate that. If you feel moved to give a donation, that information is in the description box below as well. Thank you so much to everyone that's giving donations. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's it for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Much love and light. Peace.